Hi, everyone, and welcome to Apartment Cooking, where we make meals for small households in small kitchens. Today, we're going to talk about bread. Now, when you buy a big loaf of bread and there are just one or two people in your household, then it can take a while before you use it up. Well, sure, you could freeze it, but it's actually possible to use up the bread as it goes through the different stages of its freshness. So, I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So, there's my loaf of bread. And there's me. And it's freshly bought on this day. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make a sandwich out of it. Yay! So, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut off the end. I'm gonna save that for later. And then I cut a good sized piece for my sandwich. Sandwiches are super duper easy to make. So you can just choose any fillings that you like. In my case, I used some leftover roast meat, and there's some vegetables in there as well. And of course, don't forget to add spread. And there you have a yummy sandwich. So on day two, the bread is no longer as fresh. It's starting to get a bit chewy in the middle, but that's okay because we are going to make some pizza with it. So spread some tomato sauce onto the bread. I'm using some passata here, but you could also use a mix of tomato paste and ketchup. That works well. And now for the important part, the toppings. Then just put in a preheated oven until the cheese starts to melt. And then you have some warm, delicious pizza bread. Another day has passed, and the bread is now too dry to be eaten on its own. So, what we're going to do is we're going to turn it into garlic bread and then serve it with some soup. Spread some butter over the bread slices. You could also use vegetable oil if you like. And then sprinkle over some garlic powder. Heat the bread in the oven until the butter has melted and the kitchen starts to smell of garlic. Serve the garlic bread with your favorite soup, and it makes a delicious dinner. Day 4. So if you still have some bread left over at this point, let's turn them into croutons. So chop them up and then sprinkle them with some vegetable oil. For extra flavor, I added some paprika, but you can use any herbs you want, or even just plain old salt and pepper. Cook the croutons in the oven over low heat until they are nice and crunchy. Add them to a salad for that little extra crunch. So the next time you see a giant loaf of bread at the supermarket, don't be afraid to buy it because there's a lot of things that you could do with just one loaf of bread. This has been Apartment Cooking, and thank you so much for watching.